Howdy, y'all. Oh. Don't know who all's coming, if they're coming at all. Woo. All right. Yeah, we'll just turn that down to some background noise. Howdy. Not sure who you are. Don't be afraid. Type some stuff in. In case you're wondering about the music, it's Jim Stubblefield, Guitarra Exotica. I like some Spanish guitar. Uplifting, upbeat. So, in case it happens to be Mike from Briar Blues, man, love your shows. Can't get enough. Always a good time. Y'all, you get this amazing crowd of people in there. Very diverse. The banter is awesome. It's just one of those things. And hopefully most people agree with me. It looks like a lot of people agree with me. But with this Savinelli KS320 from Eddie Gray's personal pipe shop there, the Pipe Nook, it's a big old bowl. I don't just put it out. So I'm willing to talk about anything, but you gotta let me know what you want to talk about. This 2020 has been a strange and horrible year. Mike, not a problem. You've been gabbing around for two and a half hours there. You're crazy if you don't get something to eat. Really do love your show, man. It's one of those, when people miss that show, it's... Oh, not a problem, not a problem. I'm being honest. You've got more knowledge tucked away than you think. And I mean, while you don't want to rehash old videos, oh yeah, but to do a straight 2.5 hour show, or 3, or however long y'all run, I mean, you and Chad both, y'all do extremely long shows, and you just throw them out there like it's nothing. For someone who literally was afraid of public speaking at all, me doing this is nothing short of a phenomenal effort. Yeah, I don't know how Chad can just... He whips off a 3-hour show like it's nothing. And you almost expect that he could probably go 5 and still not even feel it. And I'm going like, man, if I get an hour show in, I'm good. So, seriously though, I did talk to my buddy here in the Houston area. And he said that he can probably get cigars to your Washington address at slightly above cost, which for you would be phenomenal. I say that because if he's talking about doing them for slightly above cost, he's not talking about making tons of money on them. And I know he's managing a store. I'm not allowed to speak of what store or his name specifically over open channels, but once this whole COVID 80-day lockdown comes through, hey, I understand. You only smoke cigars when you want to smoke cigars, and that's fine, but when I quoted him the price of what you said you were paying for Padron 2 and 3,000s, he was like, holy shit. That can't be right. And I was like, man, I wouldn't pay that much for that cigar. He says, yeah, he will figure out a way to work something out, if nothing else. Good old Trudeau is screwing the hell out of y'all. Or is it just the whole government system? Oh, I'm sure it's going to slowly creep that way in the U.S. Well, 49 states of the U.S. I've got to believe that, well, not even 49 states. Texas and Florida will probably keep their tobacco prices down because of it being such a big industry, and they don't have to work very hard to make a ton of money on it, because people who are suddenly forced to pay 3 times as much will buy 1/6 as much, and therefore they make less money overall. But nobody sees that as an option. They just throw a tax on there and say, oh yeah, let's just do it. Hell, our Australian brothers are getting destroyed right now. I just saw a post from Australia saying that people aren't even allowed to go walk their own dog. If you've got a dog, you got to walk him, or you got to have a big enough backyard that he can walk himself. Oh, I completely agree with you. They are going to out-tax themselves to the point where they cut their own throats. People don't like to hear my opinion. That's a lot. I'm fine. But you can only tax to a certain point before the society finally says, we've had enough. And normally when society has said, we've had enough, that ain't a good situation. You get revolutionary wars and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, if you live in an apartment somewhere in the city, you can't just turn your dog loose. What are you going to do? You can get arrested for walking your dog. It's not even like you're not socially distancing. I mean, you might not be within 80 feet of anybody. You're just walking your dog because you got to walk your dog, and they're going to arrest you? It's ridiculous. So I will probably not get a 2020 year of the Radice pipe, but I'm looking forward to the 2021. Starting to save my pennies already. Oh, this is Texas. They tell me I can't walk my animal or let my animals out. They gonna have to show up with tanks. And the police around here, they ain't gonna go that way. I did look at your pipe, the pipe of the year for 2020. Man, it's pretty, but I just don't have the spare fundage right now to be able to do it. But I don't plan on being unemployed for very much longer. There's a couple of job applications I've got in right now. Of course, one job, if I get it, I won't be able to tailgate for Chad because I won't get home. Well, I could do it, but I'd have to clock out go downstairs, get in my own personal vehicle, and just do it from my own personal vehicle. Oh, believe me, I've long since known I only buy when I want to, and I only get it when I've got 3 times as much to spend. And I learned living poor, and I mean poor. I grew up that way. Oh yeah, yeah. Streaming is fun. Don't get me wrong, and I really enjoy it, and I enjoy the being able to converse with everybody, and get a little stir crazy if you can't get out the house, go anywhere. And I mean, everybody I know that is a pipe smoker is nowhere near me. Like I told Philip Rivera, no, not Philip, Road King, yes. I told Road King today, hey, when my son comes back in from overseas, because they'll both be in San Antonio, I plan on looking him up. Howdy, Crosby's Corner. How are you doing? Now, I only plan on being here just kind of long enough to finish up my pipe. I'm not trying to put in a specific time period, but when you load a really damn good pipe with some really nice tobacco, it's just nice to be able to finish it. So Crosby's, what are you into? I'll let you steer the conversation if you like. Tomorrow I will be on tailgating, 1 hour ahead of Chad. So if you're used to picking up Yardism's show, you will see me 1 hour ahead of that. I'll be on with a cigar, honestly. Smoking some nightcap. Now, is that a nightcap match, or is that the actual Dunhill nightcap? Hit and miss for you. That's all right. Believe me, I am not one of those high pressure situations. I definitely am. I'm here to give you a meeting place and to basically get you going with, hey, let's type in our answers and our questions and our statements. And both Mike and Chad and then of course Steph and Skip have all said that the little tailgating ahead of their show has increased what their viewership is, like right from the get-go of their show. I'm more than happy to help, because I'm going to hang out with y'all. Y'all hanging out with me for me, it's great. It's like being able to go out to one of the cigar lounges and just sit around and BS with your friends. Half of y'all I've never met. The other half I'll probably never meet. but we're still all friends. Hey, we're up to 3. Howdy, whoever you are. Well, whenever you decide that you're coming into Texas, you're going to have to let me know. Now, Texas is a mighty big place, so don't be surprised if I say, yeah, I just can't quite make it to there. Well, you know, Crosby, I'm going to say it like this. Do what you feel like doing, and how near Houston? As in Crosby? That ain't but a couple 60 miles tops from me. Let me see if I can pull up a map. Ah, Livingston. So just right up 90. Point blank, huh? Population of 688. Woo! Big city there. It's about 2 hours. Right at about 2 hours. And I'm being told that my internet connection is unstable. So if y'all are seeing some digitizing and stuff, I wouldn't mind meeting up with some of my fellow YTPCers. It's not a problem at all for me. I live almost exactly halfway in between Houston and Galveston. So, yeah, I mean, literally NASA is 8 miles down the road. You take care, Mike. Again, loved having you on and loved seeing your show. And yeah, you know I'm going to be watching that video tomorrow morning. Yeah, next time you're coming down to Galveston, shoot, just let me know. I know of at least one place where we can meet where they won't mind us having a smoke. Howdy, Ron. How you doing today? Again, this is just basically the cool down show. I didn't feel like tamping out my pipe and going inside, so I'm sitting here just finishing up. But it is a Savinelli 320, so there's probably still plenty in there. So whereabouts are you at, Ron? Boris? Who's playing, Boris, and what's the score? And nobody really has to tell me that, hey, they've got to go or whatever. This is not that kind of pressure situation. I'm going to grab a little bit of this water. Shoot, we'll look it up real quick. Now I'm curious, what's going on with Thursday night football? Bears Vikings. Bears are up. Nope. Vikings are up 13-19. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry, nope. Cardinals, Seahawks. Seahawks are up 16-7. Anybody who doesn't know, I'm a huge sports fan. Have been my whole life. Hell, I would watch synchronized knitting if there was a way to score it. So I kind of hope that the Seahawks lose this particular match. Partly because the Cardinals got the best receiver in the NFL. Alright, that might just be my personal opinion, but DeAndre Hopkins is a damn good receiver. If you had to start a team and you said that was your first choice, I couldn't blame you for saying that. All right, yeah. No, I know about where that's at. Yeah, I used to have to go and work in that area from time to time when I was just doing some boiler inspections. You'll remember a real bad tornado went through that area not too many years ago. Destroyed some hospitals and such as that right in that area. Company I worked for was like, hey, we need people to get out there in that area, and the property people showed up just fine, but the boiler people were having trouble getting in. Hey, I'm a boiler guy, so they sent me out there, and you got to get those boilers back online fast and in a hurry, because it's actually life-saving equipment. A lot of country out there. Hell, I almost took a job moving out to that area. Yeah, that was an F5, if I remember right. It flattened a lot of stuff. Was not a good situation. Kind of thing you wish you could forget. And if you ever been there, and you've ever been in a war area, I'm going to say it's almost preferable to see a war area than it is to see a tornado like that go through. I mean, at least in a war area, people kind of understand what in the heck's going on. But when a big tornado comes through like that, that's... Yeah, I probably am. I'm betting my feed is horrible right now. Second live today always tends to screw me up pretty bad. Need to do a lot of work to get my internet back up to speed. Most of it I can't do. Can't do anything about the fact that the equipment that is here in this little neighborhood I live in is 30 years old, and ain't nobody ever come in that's ever come up with a good solution. Oh yeah. It was one of the worst situations I think I've ever actually had to see. Quite literally, the week I was there, I was living in my car because there wasn't a hotel. I stank like all kind of crap. About the only thing open was Waffle House. And most of their windows were boarded up. Oh, I completely agree with you, Boris. If you've got D-Hop, you don't really have much to worry about. You could just kind of toss it in his general direction. He'll normally come down with it. Do I know about D-Hop? Well, he came from the Houston team, so yeah. When they traded him, everybody just kind of sit there and goes, what in the hell? Oh, Waffle House is always going to be there. Hell, the storm chasers and all that have actually a Waffle House that's one of their scales. They call it the Waffle House theory, where you know how bad an area is hit by how many of the Waffle Houses are shut down. Place that doesn't even have locks on the door because they never close. If they're closed, you know something bad has happened. This little bitty spot in there where it's trying to feed in through the damn draft hole. Try this one more time. So y'all gonna try and get in on Martin's show tomorrow night? I mean, oh yeah, definitely where drunk partiers try to go and sober up. That's why I never try to go to the Waffle House anytime between midnight and 4 a.m. But if you're traveling down the road, that might be your only option. A couple of waffles and a cup of coffee will do you good. Well, I'll be damn near cashed. But that stands to reason. Oh, it's absolutely one of the best shows on the internet. And with Briar Blues. Trying to give away a pipe. Trying. I'll be surprised if we don't hit 60 pretty soon. Well, gents, I'm going to call it an evening. I know it's kind of a short little cool down show. Like I said, I was just going to try and finish up a pipe here. Because 40 minutes of piping was better than 40 minutes of piping and just sitting here. So I want y'all to remember tomorrow. Now, Ron, this makes sense to you. 3 o'clock, your time, my time, pretty much the same time. I'm going to be on just about an hour in front of Chad. Chad's going to be on for his normal 3-hour show. Unless catastrophic failure, and then I'll fill in for him. Chad gets off, then it's going to be Cane Rod Piper. Now, Cane Rod is supposed to be having Steph and Skip on tomorrow, so that might be something good to set the alarm clock to. All right, that sounds like fun. I'm going to have to see about getting some people in there. Lag is a few minutes. Oh, that's horrible. All right. Well, instead of continuing a horrible broadcast, of which I apologize for, I'm hoping to see all of y'all tomorrow, starting about 3 o'clock Central Time. Now, Boris, that's going to be 3 and 7 is 10, so 10 o'clock at night your time. And then we're just gonna go ahead and muscle through that I definitely will give that a shot, see what we can do about that. I might not be able to be on very much, mostly because I do a lot of cooking on Thanksgiving. But, gentlemen, y'all take care. Definitely come see us again tomorrow. And if y'all are wanting to know why Steph and Skip are so cool, y'all haven't seen Steph's pipe socks. These are awesome. Anyways, we will be hopefully seeing each other tomorrow. My live comes on an hour before Chad's, like I said. And as soon as it starts, it's another practically... Oh, yeah. So that Zoom room is going to be packed full of pipers, I'm sure. All right, Boris, you take care. Gentlemen, I am out. As per always, y'all remember, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Good night now.